We move on to Group B of the Yule Cup. $11,000 still on the line. I just checked Liquipedia. And we got 1-0 versus 15 Sway. We got Focus versus Cine starting off with the two-time champion of DreamHack and Yule Cup. 1-0 is one of the hottest players in all of Asia currently. And he's facing 15 Sway, one of the youngest talents in the entire scene, the WGL semi-finalist. And this was a match that happened at WGL in the group stage, actually. If I'm not mistaken, that was a 1-1 in this best of two system, and that meant that 1-0 will not advance to the semi-final, to the quarterfinal. Gotta confirm this. Yes, it was a 1-1, and they played on Tidehunters and Autumn Leaf, so both new maps. Here it's a best of 3, so we will definitely have a winner today. The favorite is obviously 1-0, as 15 Sway couldn't really catch up with his performance there. It was so far a one-time thing. But you know, it's a new start, it's a new day, also for 15 Sway to show us his skills, and well, let's see where this goes. We kick things off on Tidehunters, where we got 1-0 on the bottom left-hand side. I gotta say, I am so impressed with 1-0 in this matchup, man. At WGL, I considered this his weak matchup, but then he played Foggy in Yule Cup semifinals, and oh boy, was that an utter destruction. He played so well against Foggy's style that there was absolutely no chance for Harry Potter. Unfortunate no detonate. This is already a bad start for 15 Sway. Fast expansion for the Undead. When do you ever see this in this day and age? Yeah, no adaptation coming from Foggy as well, and that, I guess, cemented 1-0 as one of the best players in this matchup all of a sudden. What, 6 weeks can make us difference, right? So on the other side, we have, of course, a Keeper of the Grove. That should come as no surprise. And there is a second Ancient of War and a Huntsall. Speaking of surprises, okay, this expansion has been scouted. The Ancient of War was already up for quite some time. Or coming for quite some time. But now he has this confirmed, and this is not going to be a long macro game, everybody. This is a Huntress tower push. We've seen this. Did we see this by 1-0 versus Moon at DreamHack? This was this crazy game between them on Tidehunters. And this is what we have to say as well, right? Like, yeah, 1-0 was eliminated at WGL in a group full of Night Elves. But at DreamHack in the final, he defeated Moon in the grand final. So, yeah, this is not going to be an easy task for 15 Sway at all. Setting up a little trap for the Ghoul as he knows that the Keeper is coming his way with a couple of archers. If this is around this probably game, oh, Staff has been used, so there would be a town portal. Trap didn't really work. Trap card activated, but 15 Sway not falling for this, but there's also no damage. Like having the Ghouls here and having the Skeletons here, even using the Acolytes in the defense, helps dealing with these three, and there's no damage on the Haunted, no damage on the tower, and 1-0 is getting more and more ready for the push that's to come as we see Ultra Vision research, as well as Huntress in production. And this Keeper isn't even level 2.
A player's forces
That's
are under
nuts.
attack. A town is under siege.
On Tidehunters, it is not the very easiest. Oh my god! 15 Sway with a little bit of a fake out. Not willing to push the expansion, but rather the main base. But the scout of 1-0 is impeccable. And just kicks it off right away. Oh my, what a disaster. Super long tier 1 phase. Now we got almost this around. Well oiled up Keeper. 5 minutes to the first tech. That is a long time, but of course the one player is going for a fast expansion. The other player is going for a tower push with mass tier 1. That means that tech is not that important. So 15 Sway, will you try it from the left hand side again, or do you switch gears for the second time and try to rush this expansion? 1-0 is scouting. Again, he's scouting here. He has a Ghoul here. It's nighttime, so yeah, exactly. You gotta move out a little. He sees it again. Okay, he knows what the plan is. Could maybe attack the creeps and pull aggro? Not really.
A player's forces
So
are
many
under attack.
ghouls. Ghouls don't really fare too well against hunters because hunts are of course rather sturdy, attack types don't fit them well, and they have AoE, and ghouls fall to AoE rather quickly. But if you have so many ghouls, just get rid of the towers and then this might be it. Level 2 for the keeper finally, so entangle is a thing, but so are coils. Town portal sold already, detonate to get rid of one more coil. There is one more though. But the APs are not coming up, and they are such an essential part of this rush. 15 Sway is trying his very best to somewhat do damage here, but I think 1-0 is just microing like the little demigod he is. Losing only a couple of ghouls, sends the others back, 3-4 hurt, all secured here behind the graveyard. Little sloppy with the Naru. That could have been built earlier, but he gets another surround. I think there's no doubt at all who's gonna win this match, especially when tier 2 is finishing. We get the Lich, or whatever hero you want to go for. It's double income. We're getting Fiends now. Statues are on the way. This is yet another surround, which, you know, doesn't lead to a kill eventually, but this one. Yeah, here's another. Wow. 1-0. They call him the Snake King, but this is not cheese at all. Like, snake plays are pretty much the Chinese equivalent to cheese plays. No cheese here. Ho 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 ho. That is so impressive. Well, you know, tower is up. Glaives are coming, so we're moving into the third phase of 15 Sway's game, and he has to break him here. There's absolutely no chance if he doesn't break him here. Gets another hunt. Oh boy. What's the opposite of a curse? A blessing or something? I don't know. Feels like whenever players say that, hey, I'm just a streamer, their skill gets boosted by like 200%. And this is what 1-0 said at DreamHack. And since then, he's just winning everything. This is not supposed to go this smooth for 1-0. I wonder... Oh, double Slaughterhouse actually. I was curious if he goes for the double crit, which is the norm, but he goes for double Slaughterhouse in a super safe position. Hunters can't cancel that. And yeah, once the meatwangs are coming, that was a big detonate, as he was raising quite some skeletons, and he's trying to break through these APs without too much need actually to fight into the towers. And the glaives are very well protected. There might be a timing window here. Fiends are now not a thing anymore as the graveyard is missing. Statues will come in. Meat wagons will come in. And 15 Sway's forces are still rather limited. He's waiting for another moon will. He's only at 40. But yeah, there's a lot of siege damage. This is a lot of siege. I think he detonated all wisps. He pulled one new one. It's not enough. Not enough at all. Yeah, good luck repairing this, man. No chance. Lich is out with Nova. That leads to a double kill initially. Go level 3. Okay. Okay. Decent. Nice. Looks good. But the towers are dealt with. That's it, just hold on. As it's oftentimes the case with an expansion play, right? Just hold on. Get your tech rolling. Make that expansion pay off, and that is game. Very quick, very smooth, very impressive, very one-sided. 1-2-0. There's no doubt anywhere in the world anymore who's the favorite in this match here today. 15 Sway going for a little bit of a cheese, I like that. Even though he did play very well, against 1-0 WGL, but I think WGL, can we still take this as a reference? I think the results there are already outdated, with Colorful playing so strong. And now, you know, dipping a little with 1-0 not making it out of the group stage, now winning pretty much every tournament, 15 Sway making it into the top 4, now back into the top 12 area. Yeah, I feel it's outdated. We should reference rather DreamHack. Does Wisp detonate or dispelling summon creatures give XP? Yes! It does, and especially against skeletons. That can be really good. Plus it burns mana, so detonating against all these skeletons I think was the right idea by 15 Sway, but I mean you can't repair against 2 or 3 meat wings. It's just impossible. As we're waiting for map 2, which is gonna be Echo Isles. Didn't work, please. Hey Crazy, I would like to give you a recommendation. Would like it better if the streamer gets a yellow background and the map name would be without background. We are currently redesigning everything, so if you guys have any recommendations or wishes or ideas, please let me know. Discord is pretty much the best place for that, or my email, it's neo@backtowarcraft.com. For example, like, think without any limitations, alright? Just assume that we're almighty and we can do everything. So for example, for the breaks that we do, I would like to give you guys a little more information. Somewhat display the matches that were played already. Have a scene rotation that shows the bracket, you know, stuff like this. Yeah, so if you guys want to have an input on that, Discord, very good. Email, very good. Thank you very much, Edge, for the 9-month resub. You guys are the best. Damn right we are. Shad, what is up? Shad is designing. Shad is the designer for the new graphics we do. And yeah, giving me more ideas is probably gonna make his life a little harder. Would be nice to see highlights and breaks again. I talked about this with someone. So, not unlikely you get this, not exactly as it was, but you know, some more exciting breaks for you guys. So this is map 2. This is Echo Isles, you know this, and last time they played it was Autumn Leaves as the second map. Probably vetoed by now. 1-0 is also very, very, very good on this map. Can play multiple styles. And now the question is it going to be an expansion again? And will 15 Sway rush again? Or is there a different style coming in? Demon Hunter first. this is something interesting. I think it's more the Lawlight style, but this like you can't go for an Ancient Protector push now. You need the Keeper with it. You need the summons. Good creep spot, immediately level 2. Demon Hunter is pretty sturdy, pretty tanky. We do have a Ghoul build on 1-0 side with a DK once again, so no Lich first, no Dark Ranger, no Tavern shenanigans at all. The highlights were way too loud. Well, then let Carson do them. you want like a best of yawning or what's? Oops, the bot was a little rude to you, mate. Anyway, Demon Hunter out. Not scouted yet, if I saw this correctly. And it very much looks like an expansion. It's a little scary how many different styles 1-0 can play at the very highest level now. He can play this expansion thing. He can play a very aggressive, like against Foggy, he played a Ghoul Rush here. So the complete opposite. He has a big arsenal of scary undead weapons. This 25-year-old undead legend.
A player's forces are under attack.
He's a legend by now, isn't he? One of the strongest we've ever seen. Gets level 2 immediately, and yeah, this is the main objective. After getting the expansion up, of course, but level 2 with Ghouls, movement speed is a must, especially against the Demon Hunter. If this is a surround, he can probably still, like, just tap out.
A player's force
and it's a little bit like Tide Hunters in a way that 15 Sway is distracting and is preventing creeping, but he's not doing any damage. That is very unfortunate. Just like the item here. Talisman doesn't stack with the natural evasion skill of the Demon Hunter. But 15 Sway, you know, he doesn't want to just... was a little scared of that skeleton dealing with Yoga Mage. He's playing a very different game. He's going for an expansion. And I wonder if this is Mass Air. Which is working again. Somehow. Nice little snipe. Shadow Priest is already gone. This is a loss that you don't want to take this early. Expo scouted, and look at this interesting way that the Engine of War took. Is this sword or? Probably.
A player's force.
But alright, expansion is up. No tower yet. Oh, super fast tech. Did he even... Wow. Right after the 5th Acolyte. Not too heavy on ghouls. He has what? 2... Oh man, he's already here. Jumping from one obstacle to the next. Claiming an expansion. Claiming one of the biggest camps on the map. The most important camps on the map. And this looks like a happy item DLC. Greater mana, claws, gloves.
A player's forces are under attack.
Boots on the Demon Hunter is an item that you really want to have. Because you need to move in, burn, move out. You want to be as quick as possible. But 1-0 is just following through with these surrounds, man. Whew, scary. He's of course faster. Gets the block in. He's in show-off mode today, isn't he? We'll probably lose that. Yep, one ghoul down. But it not really. It doesn't really feel like anything is in danger for 1-0, is it? The expansion still not here. I think he sent it a little late. So, attack is done. This must be lores though, but because we have 100 souls. Plus a panda.
A town is under siege.
He's pretty much playing this straight up, which is interesting to me. Goes with Drunken Haze first, so the DK can't hit the Entangled Gold Mine too much. Yikes.
A player's forces are under attack.
It's good for creeping, of course. Saves Moon Juice. This one slaughterhouse. Oops, he forgot the altar. Can't tech the tier 3. Even a god makes mistakes.
Forces are under attack.
And of course, you can't build a lich. This is the second downside. So, 1-0, not without flaws. And 15 Sway is doing a good job in keeping the DK busy. Just that's the upside of the boots. He's able to get mana burns in. He's able to get some right clicks in. And Panda needs to creep. 15 Sway did a good job in leveling that Demon Hunter to 3. Ooh, is he blocking himself? No way! Forcing a potion, but gets the returns around. Demon Hunter can TP out after doing some damage here. I like that he moves the DK out of range. Is there a third production building? Again, the double slaughterhouse.
A player's force.
That's new. I thought the double slaughterhouse would be designed to just get rid of the tower push with the meat wagons. Usually you see double crypt for more fiends because they're really good. Like they are really good in general, especially good against dryads. Of course, they do phenomenal damage. But we see a lot of bears, and maybe he wants to rush to a lot of destroyers early when there's not too much anti-air. Demon Hunter gets the nuke, but 1-0 is pretty hurt. Damage on both heroes at around 50%. Poison damage from the night crawlers on all the ghouls. This is not a scenario where he wants to fight in, and it's still getting a little better for 15 Sway here. He's getting Bear Master upgrade. Unfortunate for him that he has 2 melee heroes, so they are really not the best orb carries. This will be a little lack of damage in the long run. So first statue is out. Needs more creeping. That tier 3. Yeah, of course he's waiting for orb for destroyer upgrade. But this timing, depending on how fast 15 Sway is pushing, the timing can still work out. Have an orb now, surrounding with fiends. Yeah, rough. Panda 3, mana potion. Got 1 orb. And how do you follow this up? 1-0. Ghoul Frenzy, of course. Destroyer upgrade, of course. And a Naga. The patented 1-0 Naga push. Very, very, very scary. Lich looks good with gloves, claws, and of course orb. Even a healed scroll. 2 healed scrolls. Wow, when do you... Okay, against the Panda it makes sense, of course. Frenzy is finished. Destroy upgrade is not. Oh, Demon Hunter in a world of trouble. Okay. Let's see how this fight goes. 2 destroyers in the air, heal scroll super quick after the Breath of Fire. So mana is depleted for the Panda already. Has to pump up the potion. The bears are just straight up falling. 1-0 was behind in tech for quite some time. Was it the second heal scroll? Kinda looked like it. And he still gets the kill, thanks to the orb. But 15 Sway decimated. Coil, was this calculated right? I'm not sure. Engine of War been taken care of. How does he get this super quick Abomination Disease Cloud from? These slaughterhouses did some work. And this is so hard to keep the Demon Hunter alive at this stage. Staff was on cooldown. Panda has to carry this alone. 1-0, just a tier above 15 Sway. Super dedicated push. He basically unlocked all his important tech now. Has the potions ready. Bears are falling very quick. Triple level up. This was planned, right? Of course, there's damage over time added as well. Nighttime fell, so there is more moon juice, but he has to rebuild the Demon Hunter. Bears are falling. Panda Bear has fallen. This is game, everybody. Crazy dominant performance by 1-0. The only mistake was forgetting about the altar. Apart from that, very, very much flawless play. Tailor-made timings that worked out like a charm, and boom, he's in the winner bracket final, where we could get the rematch of the Yule Cup Grand Final in 1-0 vs Focus. And I'm looking forward to that a lot. Oh man, that final was so crazy. But yeah, 15 Sway finds himself in the lower bracket. We will face the loser of Focus and Essini. 1-0. Just a crazy good performance, man. He has become an incredibly strong Undead vs Night Elf player, and went to show here.